I'm an earthworm woman. In the mornings, I fill my tanks by breathing the energy of the sea and tasting the power of the sun penetrating my skin. There's an air of no care, which comes with age, and I hold my head up proudly, liking who I've become. I'm not afraid of smells, or dirt, or to walk barefoot across the stones. Sometimes I wade through the shallow water just to embrace its fluid element, my hair often crazy and loose, being pulled by and flying in the wind. I can be glamorous if I want to, although makeup was never my thing. And I've learnt that life is for living, not fearing, and so I absorb it like a sponge. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Earthworm Woman. Oh, I forgot to put the number on there. I'm pretty sure it's number 51. So I'm just doing something over here, so just ignore me. I had a little technical problems first, but it's all being sorted. Anyway, it's pretty sorted. Yes, so it's Earthworm Woman number 51, and I'm here in Melbourne, and my guest is up in sunny Queensland, somewhere in Queensland. And she's pretty blissed out because she is the founder, the owner of a business called Hemp Flower World, I think it is. Quality handcrafted hemp products. I'm going to bring her in because, you know, someone who's does hemp flower products is probably the most easygoing person ever. Hi there, Denise.
Hi, you.
So I came across you. Welcome to Earthworm Woman. You are obviously an Earthworm Woman. I came across you because a friend of mine, Kim, who's had a brain injury now for, I think it's about 10 years or around that time anyway, because sadly she fell down the stairs in Thailand and hit her head on a... Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to ask my friend to do a couple of things here.
Oh, God, friends, what can you... They're just useless sometimes.
There we go. Not getting...
No, it's fine. You look perfect.
There we go.
So my friend, yeah, she fell down some stairs in Thailand. And has had, she had bleeding on the brain, and it was a lot of extended time in a hospital in Thailand, which wasn't good for her. And she didn't realize how damaged things were.
Yeah.
It was better before, but anyway, it's fine. No, you look perfect, beautiful, honestly.
No, I'm just trying to do the fan and things like that. It's really hot up here. Sorry, forgive me.
So make your hair go blowy.
No, just so I can...
Kind of Farrah Fawcett look.
I can actually, just have some air. I'm a bit nervous.
But I'm just talking about so anyway, Kim put up a thing because she's been on this medication for anti-nausea for quite a long time. And she just found out that the maybe I've already actually talked about this, I can't remember, but she was taking it for like 9 years. And she found out recently that she was only supposed to take it for a month. And she was having all the side effects, really bad side effects like vertigo and migraine type headaches and everything. And she just, because she obviously immediately wanted to get off of it, she asked me to put up on Earthworm Woman this is a really big introduction, if I knew any natural products for migraines or nausea, anti-nausea. And so I put it up and you responded, got in touch with her. And she's been using your hemp flower products for probably a good month, I think, or more. And actually, I speak to Kim, and obviously I speak to her because she's a friend. But she's been telling me how incredible the change. It was quite an immediate change. Has she been in touch with you at all?
No, she hasn't actually.
Okay.
I have seen a comment on our page.
Yeah, I'll just quickly tell you what she sent to me. And this is just for people who perhaps suffer from migraines and what incredible stuff this is. So she says the CBD update, and that was on the 13th of August. And I think that was a couple of weeks or more after she'd been taking it. I was having a terrible migraine headache in a different spot. So on Sunday, she reduced the oil back to, so it's about working with it, isn't it? She reduced it back to 1 drop under the tongue and the headache went away. So I'm guessing I'm using too much. So she hasn't been waking and screaming pain, which she used to, it does say in the to monitor it. Anyway, she CBD's working, etc. She's got more energy, her inflammation's reduced, and her nausea stopped 90%. And she said that pretty immediately. So that's incredible.
It is, isn't it? Absolutely amazing.
And I'll let you talk in a second.
No, that's okay.
But I have got some because Denise sent me a lot of products, and I've been taking it the last 2 weeks, probably a bit more. And I first of all thought, well, I don't really have anything specific, but I can feel a kind of an underlying calm in me all the time. And it's in the beginning, I actually had trouble sleeping. And then I saw you did a post, and you said, "What's that thing? If you've got to go that way, to go that way." Thing.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes us a while to things can come to the surface. It's all sort of part of working it out. But the results
now, I just really feel this. It's just a kind of calm is the word. An undercurrent there.
And you look at you.
Oh, thank you.
Since I've last seen you too, I can see the difference. In your face.
Well,
I saw you a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. I spoke to you face to face.
I definitely, I'm going to keep going with it for sure. And I've been using the lip balm as well, which is really handy in Melbourne.
Lip balm,
yeah.
Use it as an eye balm too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm very interested. So how long have you been sort of an expert on hemp flower?
I wouldn't call myself an expert, but it became quite I came upon it by accident. We were down in New South Wales at a friend's party, and they were talking about researching or looking into CBD oil for anxiety, and and I got the phone number for someone for it, and pain relief for my partner, who I'd been as a good little codependent trying to fix him for his pain. He was in chronic physical pain. For 10 years he would have like 8 Panadol and 8 Nurofen a day. It was like a food group for him. And so, I've always been into natural therapies. I mean, I studied it when it was, witchcraft back in the day, Marnie's herbal cannabis, and always. But when I found this, I didn't know anything about it. All I knew of CBD was that it was great for epilepsy. But I didn't really go any further in learning anything about it. And talking to this lady, I didn't know anything. Once again, we didn't even try it while we were there. It was just her vibe. I said, can I take this to the people up north? So I was like some Monty Python.
Yeah. They need it. I will take it.
And so, and we couldn't be there long. Otherwise, I would have just bought everything and just grabbed all the information. I was just, and off we went, come back up here. And then I started researching, and oh my God, like that was just huge rabbit hole. let alone the results that Jude was getting.
Yep.
His pain relief was just incredible. Different man, unbelievably different person. And everyone was, seeing it and realizing, and, I was, just telling everybody, yeah, take this, open your gob, whack it in. And people just blown away from just, yeah. And I was pretty full on. I was very aggressive.
Yep.
And
which is a bit of a contradiction of what it's supposed to. I'm very aggressively putting this calming stuff.
Well, not aggressive in that manner, but just like you've got to, you've got
passionate. Yeah.
And like I actually gave it to Michael at Epic through the fence.
Yes.
And without any instructions, which was a shame because you got to know how to take it.
Yeah.
Like I had ordered some in years and years ago from America, but it came with, I didn't know what to do with it. I had no idea, whether it topical, like tape, So
exactly. So it's probably also, it's got a lot of connotations with it. People immediately think, oh, it's going to make me zone, doped out. Yeah. Which, I was talking to you about a certain person who has sort of maybe needs it, and that's what they don't want. They don't want to think that it's going to become like marijuana. Yeah.
And most people think that way straight away. Because like cannabis has got two species. This is the thing. There's hemp, which is the CBD rich hemp, which doesn't have, the THC. It's got a minute amount, and the marijuana plant, which has got masses. The more THC, the better.
Yeah.
And this is where all the cannabinoids are, because like I said, when I came back and started researching and looking into this, I was just blown away that we all have. We all have an endocannabinoid system. Like all mammals have this endocannabinoid system.
Can you explain what that is exactly? Ish.
It's like we have all these receptors for CBD1 and CBD2 receptors for the actual cannabinoids that are in the hemp plant. Right? So when you, and it's a master system, it overrides all your other systems. So when you're putting the cannabinoids in by taking the full spectrum CBD oil, whole hemp plant, it's going in, and you've got to do it low and slow. It's like a titration system. That's why you only just start off with a couple of drops under your tongue, morning and night for a week, and then you go to 3 and you get your dosage. So this goes into a state of balance, and therefore it balances out all your underlying systems. So that's why you feel so calm, because it's actually regulates your central nervous system.
Wow. Okay.
So anxiety, depression, PTSD, sleep, mood, everything. Immunity, it'll boost your immunity. Like I haven't been sick in like 5 years that I've been taking it, coming up to 5 years. And
maybe I just had my last one then, because it was just going around my theatre company.
I think this is the thing though, with like we were saying with natural medicines, things can get worse. It's like a healing crisis.
Yeah.
Things can come to the surface to clean out, and detox and be a bit yucky before they get better.
Well, that was my first coldy type thing in over a year, but because it was going around the cast.
Yeah,
but that's really interesting as well, because I have been feeling a bit down as well. Sometimes I'm okay, and then sometimes normal things can bring you down. But as I said, I've only been taking for 2 weeks, so this would be the phase of all the balancing stuff.
Perhaps. Yeah. And also don't forget, a lot of people they forget to increase the drops.
Okay.
So, the 2 drops, twice a day for a week, and then 3. Now, and then you go to 4. Now, if you're finding that, say you're at 4 drops or even 3, and it's not doing as well as it was, then you actually drop back.
That's right. That's like
less is best. Yeah, less is more. Like he's only taking 1 drop. That's incredible.
I could be taking. I might be doing 3. I can't tell. I'm just trying to feel it when I do it.
What's a good idea, Rahana, is in front of a mirror, because you don't see it,
Then you can
so you
see.
can
Yes.
actually just see. Yeah, I pull
Yeah.
out only a small amount, like I shake it up and then draw out and just pull up a small amount anyway. But I just, because honestly, it's like if you're not overdosing, it's just not working for you. It's bizarre to get your head around.
Yes.
I still find it hard
If
because
you are overdosing, it
yeah,
can't work.
well,
Yeah.
you're not overdosing. You're just having too much. It's not going to work for
Yes.
you. It's wasting it
Yes.
in a way.
Right. Gosh. Okay.
I know.
That's
So
really interesting.
that's why a bottle can last for so long. Like a 30 ml bottle can last 3 months.
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people about it, and I just met up with this woman today who I know her. I used to work with her years ago, but 2 years ago, I was just sending out invitations to come and see Maroon, which is the suicide prevention play, when we did it in Melbourne, and she sent back to me, well, that's ironic or whatever. I tried to leave the Matrix 2 weeks ago. And number one, when she said the word matrix, I thought, oh, okay, And then I just thought, wow. And I said, well, don't. And I talked to her a little bit, but she actually insisted on coming to see it, the play. And she said it was very cathartic for her. But the thing is, I met with her today and we talked about it. And every time I see her, I say, gosh, you could probably use this hemp flower oil. But it's not just depression she has bipolar. And I just wondered if do you have any knowledge around that, whether that, because she thought it might not work with her medication, it might interact with what she's taking.
Yeah. Well, it does work for bipolar. It works for like mental, emotional, physical, any issues. That's why it was demonized in the first place, because it does everything. But as far as from what, like, obviously I'm not a medical professional, and I don't claim for any medical knowledge about anything. This is more of a peer-led experiential, is that the word? People's telling me their experiences, my own experiences. I managed to get off. I personally was on antidepressants for over 20 years. And I was too afraid to get off them because not only the side effects were quite revolting, it was like you had the holes in your head and you just, but
what were the side effects? Sorry? What were the side effects?
Like they're called brain zaps, and it's like you've got hot, you just got these, it's just a very weird, odd feeling in your brain. And also suicidal ideation, like I have chronic depression. So
from the medication.
Well, that too, but no, I was afraid if I stopped.
Oh, I see.
That I was going to, yeah. So, oh no, I still had suicidal ideation while I was on all these different drugs I was having, and terrible side effects of all sorts of things too,
I have to say, at one point when I was with Michael, very, very early on when I was pregnant with our daughter, he had a patch when he was on them, just a short patch. And I've never seen someone so depressed.
Yeah,
literally couldn't come out of a room. So it just...
And honestly, I would also have panic attacks from, like, anxiety, depression. I'd have panic attacks where I'd be vomiting. I'd have migraines that would take me out for days. Like, basically, I've got more issues than National Geographic. I've probably got, if I was ever diagnosed, if I ever went down that track, I've probably got all that was under, So I can relate to the bipolar probably. I mean, I said to someone today about doing this talk, and they said, you'll be fine as long as just be careful with the swearing. And I realised...
No, we can swear on here.
Yeah, but I realised, I said, I think the oil's working on the Tourette's. I think, because I'm not swearing as much these days, I'm realising. So, yeah, because, so I managed, I basically got off all my medications after about 2 months. And a lot of people that take this tell me they just know when to stop taking it.
I'm going to tell her this because
Like, I
because
certainly don't recommend people stop their medication
oh
and
no,
take
no, actually, yeah,
oil. No,
as we
no,
said, we're not medical people, yeah.
not at all.
But the thing is, like you said, you had side effects from the antidepressants. I mean, that's the thing. She's having these side effects from the antidepressants, and one of them is weight gain. So if you're putting on a lot of weight, you're actually going to move into depression. You know, if you can't remove that, so it's a vicious circle. So
Well, this actually helps with the endocrine system as well. So metabolism, the whole works. It balances.
Can you take it when if you were taking
Yes,
medication?
yes,
You can,
yes.
right?
The only contraindications apparently are blood thinners, because it's a natural blood thinner.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
and people end up, that might be an aspirin or warfarin or whatever. They end up just not taking them because they don't need to anyway. If they're taking this, it's we've got these receptors, in our body, a lot in our brain, and apparently they're 10 times stronger for pain relief than opioid receptors.
My goodness.
This is actually used for the opioid addiction over in America. This is why it was demonized, because make way for petropharmaceuticals and that industry. And the thing is, though, Rohana, is that, now that they can't stop the tide of awareness of it, there's a lot of confusion around it. So apparently 1 in 4 people are on medical marijuana.
Yes. Okay.
And medical marijuana, I personally don't believe is medicinal or from what I know of it, it's extremely potent, and it's actually poisonous, and it's causing psychosis. So, when you hear people say, "Oh, you can't drive," well, you can't do anything on that stuff. Like, you're just a zombie. It's horrific.
Yes.
It's very chronic. Like, it's bad. I mean, a lot of people use it for recreational.
So do they smoke that medical marijuana, or do they?
That's what it is. It's smoking.
That's it. So
because that actually activates the THC plant, right?
I mean, obviously you can drive, you can do everything. Like I said, it doesn't make you.
Yeah, well, that's from the hemp plant, not the marijuana plant.
Yeah,
and it's CBD rich, so there's no worries with THC and no worries about getting stoned. You haven't felt stoned, have you?
No, because I'm not a fan of that sensation.
No, exactly, and in effect, it's actually an antipsychotic. So even if someone was really smashed or whatever, I've known people that have been in like these drug psychosis that use it to bring themselves down.
Yeah, I mean, so it could be so used in the hospital system and psychiatric place.
Totally. And that's actually what I was going to say as far as what they're doing now to confuse everybody. So you've got CBD. Everyone, CBD, right? And so because they can't patent a whole plant, so they synthesize and they take out bits. So, because see, what you've got there is the organic whole hemp plant. It's unadulterated. So that's your full spectrum CBD oil. That's got like over 100 cannabinoids other than CBD. It's got CBG and CBA and all these other goodies, and like terpenes and flavonoids, which is in every single aromatherapeutical plant, is all in this one plant. In this one extract.
It actually tastes nice too. It's got a very, very potent, it's almost aniseedy.
Yeah. It's been infused with rice bran oil.
Oh, okay.
Rice bran oil is a really high, really good high vibe. And it's actually been diagnosed. It's actually been measured by 2 kinesiologists at 700. So 700 on the map of consciousness, and 700 to 1,000 is enlightenment. So what that means is when you're taking it, every single cell in your body will vibrate at a higher level.
Wow. So how long have you been taking it for? How many years ago?
I came upon this November 2020.
Yeah. So
coming up to 5 years. And I haven't been doing it properly.
Mm.
I've been sort of, you know, take my advice. I don't use it. Yeah, it was all about everybody else, but I'm now trying to, you know, pull back.
Yeah. So
And
how long do you suggest? I mean, you could always take it, I suppose.
I'd never want to be without it. I never want to go
Yeah.
back to what I was like before. Oh my God, no.
Well, that's yes.
I've actually seen somebody, one of our customers who he was one of these ones that he used to do computer work at my partner's business, and he was the one. He's always, you know, you can't ask him how he is, or you'd be there for an hour. So, you know, he's like, I said, here, try this. You know, sit down, open your gob, put it in his. And he went to another office. He came back. He said, oh my God, like my focus and clarity, and I can't believe what that's done for me. He said, I was going to go for this job out at the mines, you know, this whole software, and I was freaking out how I could do it because he's had quite a few issues. And yeah, he's got this fantastic job. He's happy with it. Pays him a fortune. He takes this consistently. He just takes 3 drops morning and night. Yeah. And he came around. He contacted me one day, and he had to have his wife bring him here to see me, because he'd left his bottle back at, you know, Mackay, and he'd come back up here, and he went without it for 2 weeks. When she brought him here, it was like he'd had a stroke. He was just like, he had gone back to before, and what he would have gone down if he hadn't have taken the oil. Yeah. It was really incredible. I actually videotaped him because, you know, I mean, I asked if it was okay to see the difference, because I gave him a drop, and then I talked to him for, you know, half an hour, and you could see that he's slowly getting better, and then I gave him another drop, and within, you know, 45 minutes he's back to normal.
Well, what about, and again, obviously you're not going to give medical advice, but, you know, so they used to say that certain things were good for Parkinson's and things like that.
Like Parkinson's.
The other one they probably said, the medicinal marijuana, but I would imagine this, if it's to do with nervous systems and everything, would be the perfect.
Yes. That's how a friend of mine, she's a friend of mine now, she came upon it because a good friend of hers had Parkinson's, and she noted, she'd gone out for lunch with her and said, wow, you look fantastic and you're not shaking. And she said, oh, it's this hemp flower oil. And so Dana looked it up and come around and saw me. And anyway, and her mother, like Dana's mother, is just an incredible success story. She needed a knee transplant, or, you know, like, what do they call them? Another knee, you know, a new knee. And knee replacement. Oh
yeah, not a transplant. Yeah.
Well, I like that one, thanks.
A replacement. Chuck the other one away, put the old one in the bin.
She was on a waiting list for 2.5 years for this new knee, right? And she took the oil, so a 30 ml bottle of oil lasts her 3 months. She rubbed the balm on, so we've got this pain relief balm that brought the swelling down like overnight. 3 months later, goes back to the specialist, no longer needs a new knee. It builds bone, cartilage, like it's freaking incredible.
I have to say, yes, I also have that balm, and because I have got this strange little thing, coldy thing, whatever it was, and this was the same symptoms for everybody. You get kind of a pain in here. It was just on one side in here, and it's like it's in your teeth. And in the night, I was like rubbing that stuff on there. I mean, it's a little bit.
It's a bit harsh in your
camphor, isn't it? Got camphor in it or something? But it did absolutely take the pain away.
Yeah. And you know, another great that balm is incredible, because obviously muscular and arthritic pain, but with sinuses or any sort of headache around here, and I would put it on my chest, and also salt my feet at night. You go to bed and you wake up like, you know, like old Vicks of old, but this isn't petroleum.
Oh yes, yeah.
And honestly, it's incredible. Yeah, that is like very, very popular. That balm. Yeah.
Well, there's all kinds of products. I think you sent me out some beautiful oils.
The goodies.
So So
But
you,
well, that's why, because this lady, she didn't know if I was serious or whatever, and so obviously I, talked with her after I'd come back and started researching and just going, oh my God, and then getting really peeved because there's so much confusion and people ripping people off because they're not giving them the right stuff at all. And so like I was saying about the synthetic CBD,
yeah,
so you got CBD isolate. So what it means, because they've taken it out of the, so the full spectrum CBD oil with all the unadulterated, so it's got all the cannabinoids and terpenes and flavonoids. It's what works synergistically. It's like an entourage effect that all works together. So when you're taking something out, it's like taking out, ingredients of a cake or whatever, like eggs. It's not going to work the same at all. And also, not only that, but when you with CBD isolate, because it hasn't got all its mates to work with, it actually tries to leach those compounds from your organs and tissues and everything. So in effect, it's even worse for you.
Wow.
And they're charging a fortune, and you have to use a lot, and it doesn't work. So people are, and then you've got people are jumping on the hemp bandwagon. So hemp oil, if you have a look at the ingredients, it says hemp seed oil, and there are no cannabinoids in the seeds. So it's not going to work like the whole plant.
Yeah,
so they're
yours is whole.
People think, I'm taking hemp oil, that doesn't work. Well, no, because it costs $25 at the petrol station. And, but there's even because I was really quite angry. Hopefully I'm less angry these days. But there's companies, that even call themselves, cannabis, which it is cannabis, part of cannabis. But, they're these multi-level marketing companies, and they even call this product CBD of their hemp or their products, or their canna products. And I looked at the ingredient. I went to the little, ingredients list, and I'm not kidding you. I was just like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling because it was just all this
before you could find
of bullshit, extraction methods and this and all this chemical stuff. Most people would give up, but I was like, and right down the end, at the bottom, hemp seed oil, and I'm just like, because I've got a friend, a psychologist, who actually recommended that stuff to someone, and obviously it doesn't work because it's hemp seed oil. So they miss out on the real stuff, like the real stuff, because they've been confused by that. That's why I get about it.
Yeah. Well, I think like we talked, you've got on your card for a start, there's like pet care and everything, skin care, hair care, pet care. So there's so much you've already done.
All mammals, even Michael, all have an endocannabinoid system. So all mammals. So your pets, it's so good because I've got a bit of a soft spot for the animals and the changes in the pets. Like I've had people that their vets want to put them down, their pets down, and they've started taking the oil and they've lived for another 2 years.
I think Kim's giving it to her cat. I keep forgetting to ask her about that. Yeah.
There's a lot of nasty cats out there. I've just done a couple of days, and there are so many people want for their cats that are.
Oh, really? Because they've got an attitude, or
they're just they're very scatty, and they're what they're like. I don't.
Well, I wonder if it's because of what they're eating. I wonder if it's the cat food.
It's because see, hemp was part of our diet back in the day, way back. Yeah, so everyone was munching on it, and animals. We were eating meat that had with cannabinoids. From being munched, the carrot grass. It was all. I mean, it's the most biodiversible plant in the world.
Yeah,
it's used for everything. It's incredible, and so because we're devoid of it, that's where a lot of our diseases and issues come from as well. Is cannabinoid deficiency, because we've got this system, a master system. Like what? This is why I was like, fuck, because this is gold. This is absolutely all you need. Like, that's what my, even my naturopath, he's like, Denise, oh my God. He was so rapt when he realised it was me. He got some pamphlets and he said, all we need is full spectrum sunlight 3 times a day. So, unfiltered in our eye, in our pupils.
Yeah.
And as much skin in the game, he reckons. And full spectrum CBD oil. And 3 times a day.
So you put the naturopath out of a job there.
Well, and I did say, oh, do you want to write that one down? Ed puts, that's the problem with the wellness industry as well. That I'm not, particularly, because, that you can have all sorts, and yet this does it all.
Well, this is, like you said, this is absolutely simple. And suppose because they put rubbish all over the grass, they spray everywhere, they use pretend grass.
We've got an cannabinoid system. It's even named after the cannabinoids,
Right.
It's
we can't
what I'm,
see
it's
that
not a
really.
paracetamol system.
You have to get in touch with Denise if you want to hear more, because we can't really read that very well.
It's all on the website. I've got the website's really informative, and there's a really good TED talk on there by a doctor about the endocannabinoid system and why the full spectrum CBD oil does what it does. It's quite good if you want to get it from an expert.
I was also talking to you because I'm going to continue on with the play, and also perhaps even I'm thinking I actually might be making the film, or definitely going to be making the film, and the play will go on as well. But at the end of the year, I've got, I think it's November now, with farmers up in the Colac area. I've got a grant to take Marooned up there, and I'm going to use it as a sort of one of the first events where we get to talk about, well, obviously suicide, but maybe you're very interested in coming to talk about the benefits of this. And
well,
these
I'd love to.
Farmers, so
I'd love to. I'm in the process of getting a company together, and I'm going to try and sort of work it so that proceeds, a certain amount of proceeds can go to pet refuges for the pet stuff, and try and find to support the farmers as well. Some sort of suicide awareness for the farmer. I'm not, I don't know enough about, you know what I mean?
Well, you said yourself that you've had suicide ideation. Ideation?
Yeah, suicidal ideation, yeah.
Ideation, yeah. And that's a massive thing. And our play is about talking. It's about, it's a fantastic piece, got tons in it, but the basic message. And I've just started working with this woman who I was talking about before, as a sort of a support worker. Well, I'm a support worker, and we talk and we just spend time together, and just that, that's, what do you call it, a social support work. And as a human, like she lives on her own and everything, it's a really invaluable thing. And I got to ask her a bit more today, because I thought, well, she's open about it. And this is the problem, especially with suicide. So we just moved over there for a sec. People are scared to talk to people maybe who've attempted, or even around the subject, because they think, oh, is it going to trigger them? We were talking about this. Or is it going to bring up stuff? Is it when you leave them and they're going to go back to where they were, And I was interested to talk to her about, even because when she attempted, where was she in herself, And
it's really awful, when people are going about how selfish people are to do this. They have no idea of the depth of pain that one is in to go to that extreme. It's really
that's it. And she was saying, like, you're in such a hole.
Yeah. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to bring them down. Like, no one can. You feel like no one can do anything. It's
and then afterwards there's the whole stigma. Oh, You did that, and
I'd never attempt because
sure.
I'm what they call passion fingers. Everything I touch, basically, I stuff up. I'm sort of not very good at doing stuff really, so I would probably be worse off than I started. So I've never attempted, thank God.
No, that's good.
And it has been. I mean, I've come very close, and I've got to say that that's where spirituality comes into it. You really, to me, have to have some form of spiritual belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't come close to it again. So
this oil, definitely, for our brain, our stomach, the serotonin, it is for depression. It works for depression, anxiety, thinking. So with the rumination, that people with complex PTSD or PTSD, which most of us haven't gone through life without, a lot of us have had traumatic childhoods and lots of stuff. You don't get through this easily. And you find that it works on the amygdala in the brain. I think I'm not very good with pronunciating words. So
we don't know what it's called. So.
I'm sure some people on here would, but the amygdala, I think it's called anyway. So it works on that.
What's that part of the brain? What does that actually do?
Center. So it calms, and the ruminating thought, the worrying and the stress, it puts like a just a beautiful blanket. But you're not a fog. It's not a brain fog, as you know. You're not.
Yeah, not at all.
Central nervous system. That's the survival mode that we're in. The fight, flight, fawn. That's what it works on.
Well, which we could be in if we let it in. But that's right, because there's so much coming at us at the moment, but we can't. And it's so easy to get into that or read too many things or whatever, but you can't.
Well, and excuse me, I've said this. This is my belief, my opinion, obviously. But if this is a spiritual war, I do believe that this is our natural defense. This is a natural, exquisite oil.
It's a way of protecting yourself. Yeah, it feels
totally.
Like that.
Well, you're obviously not needing any pharmaceuticals or anything from and that, you know what I mean, from that part, from that area. And also hemp protects you from EMFs and radiation. It takes radiation out of the ground. So this is what I said after Epic, I was pumping it in after we got radiated at Epic, and just, I also used like anti-parasitic stuff and whatever, but this is apparently, like, what hemp does is incredible. And if we're taking it as an extract, so it's obviously got to work. And I do believe it protects us, like a cone of protection, excuse the pun. That's what I found, that it's like it's like you have a cone of protection where you're not affected by people that you might be in the past, or any sort of parasitic relationships fall away, all sorts of because it's like your vibe's higher, you're lifting your vibe. It's automatically taking it.
Well, so this is a recording, so when I play this tomorrow, there will be a lot of comments, obviously, and I will make sure that I tell people where to find you and everything, because even just that, the Epic thing, so many people got. Did you actually feel the whatever that crap was when you were there?
Oh yeah, that the very day of the march, I was extremely unwell. I got I was with the Tibetan singing bowl, sitting on the hill, lots of screaming coming out of that thing. It was pretty, and I ended up. Luckily, I found some friends from Adelaide, and they took me back to into the Epic, park.
Yes.
And I just out of the door, like I was like a wounded animal, just in these bins spewing up. I was just and trembling. They took me to. They went and got a bloody wheelchair and took me into the first aid thing, and no one knew what to do with me. I was so ill. It was incredibly bad.
Wow.
And they ended up actually getting an ambulance. And
It's terrifying. Terrifying in those
I couldn't believe they were doing that to me, putting me in an ambulance, like getting rid of me like that. And but luckily, even the ambos, I won't, hold you up too much, but like even the ambos was basically telling me, you think you're going to get treated, like what do you think is going to happen to you? Because even on the way in the wheelchair, because they took me to the footpath to get, I had to go out on a main road on a footpath in this wheelchair, and I heard all these sirens, and it wasn't ambulance sirens, it was, and they said there was coppers coming because they thought we were all going to be, attacking them.
Oh, wow. Wow. They thought it was a setup.
They thought, I don't know what they thought, but I couldn't believe. And I'm in this ambulance, and I'm sitting there. They didn't move. I meant that they did not move the car. Like they didn't move. And I went, I'm out of here. And they went, yeah, gone. And I'm really glad, because imagine how I would have been treated in that hospital. Oh my God.
Exactly. And then, once you're in there, they could have.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. So it was.
They were already saying that they weren't going to even. You shouldn't be here. Yeah.
No. Oh, they did not. Oh, they were not keen at all. I mean, there I am on my knees.
They probably could have caught something from you. You see.
Oh, but they were telling me, put this mask, get these masks on, there's no way we're coming near you without a mask. I'm like, I'm throwing up, for God's sake. Oh, yeah, really. And I ended up getting $1,000 bill for the ambulance.
Oh gosh, I know. I always get, wow.
So yeah, I took the oil there to as well. I took a whole heap there to spread the word, and
you got yourself back.
And then it was a bit of a journey coming back. It was a bit of a we got quite very unwell. Well, I was there until
I think there was a few people that got really affected. I think I just remember feeling it at one point, because I was just out for that weekend, going to the toilets and just feeling the intense heat coming down and thinking that's really, it's not that hot yet, that's really incredible on my head.
Yeah. And the LRAD machines on the back of the vehicles, it was such an overkill, like on the last day, trying to get us all in here. But this oil, look, it's the bomb. Like that's, as long as people get the right stuff, full spectrum CBD oil.
Well, as I said, we're gonna somehow be working together. As in, we'll get a little ad together, and anything, we'll promote it, and people hopefully will.
We might even look at you being able to have it down there for people to get it straight away or anything like that, so they don't have to order it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like even with my friend today, I probably could have told her some or whatever, but I think when they can see it as well. I mean, you say you can't open it, obviously.
Well, that's why I always let them try it for themselves, because once they've after about 5 minutes, they feel the difference.
I've got my niece with endometriosis, and I've been telling my sister, I think, is going to get some for her, because it's pain. She's been in pain for years now.
We've got a lot of these receptors in our uterus as women. Yes, works incredibly well. I wished I'd known about it when I was in that time. Because I suffered badly, and I used to take Mesindol, codeine, and
oh gosh. So pain, stress, anxiety,
fibromyalgia.
Wow, that's a big one.
Fibromyalgia is a big one. Migraines.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's because it's just debilitating. I mean, your health.
So migraine. I don't have migraines, but the sister with the niece does. So if she was just to have it when she had a migraine, would that help in that point, or do you think she has to keep?
You do need to put it into your system. Like I said, I never want to be without it.
Yeah.
You can activate your own endocannabinoid system by doing good old Wim Hof breathing and the ice baths and hours of meditation and whatever. I'm pretty lazy. I just like to just take a couple of drops. But and you can also microdose. So that means having a little bit.
Yeah.
And I have all these. I have like a dosage guidelines, if you like, with all this written down.
Yes.
But you can what's called microdosing. So you're having, you have your morning and night. You've got that sorted out. You know what you're doing there. And during the day, you can have a little bit. Like pain relief of old. How people take a couple of Panadol every 4 hours or whatever. So have a little bit. That's why I started making gummies, actually. People could take them to work, like leave their oil at home, take the gummies in their bag, and they're not like the gummies on the TV where everyone's whacked. They're not that sort of
No. Yeah. If it was to go through like airport, it doesn't get ruined by going through those stupid things, does it?
No.
Is it Australian actually?
No worries with taking it overseas.
Yeah, no. It's Australian, is it?
Yeah, it's all Australian.
Yeah.
Not imported in. No. Yeah. It's from an organic, like a license. Mia, sorry.
Give it some hemp flour.
Yeah. Do you want to see how she has it?
Yeah.
Come here. That's not good. Stop it for a minute.
You're coming on screen, doggy.
So her hair oil. Here she is. This is Mia.
We can't see you.
This is Miss Mia.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hi, Mia. And welcome to the show. Are you going to have some?
You give it a good shake. So you've got to activate it. That's called activating it. Giving it a good shake. And you pull up some. So with the animals, theirs is based on weight. Their dosage is based on weight. They're just 1 drop per 5 kilos, whereas ours is a titration system.
Are you listening, Iggy?
You watching? Ready? I haven't put it on yet. Dorcas. Oi, you ready? You're getting camera shy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
she loves it.
Yeah, I had a big old beautiful girl who would just lap it off my hand. The change it made in her, oh my God. Like I used to have to give her, she had a lot of issues. I have to give her this Foresight for arthritis and this Apoquel that cost an absolute fortune, all these medications, and she was still in a lot of pain. And my partner was the one that said, try the oil, because she would get really so anxious with fireworks and thunderstorms that I'd be in the cupboard trying to hold her, and she was just about, having a attack. And so the oil, and then I started researching, and once again, about all mammals.
Oh, fantastic.
Animals,
I mean,
all animals.
My dogs are heading for 10, so I could do it as a preventative for them to get anything,
They'll live long. Look, just quickly, I don't know how long we've got. One of my customers has been giving her dog the oil for a couple of years, and it's one of these little ones called Gizmo. It had hurt its leg, and so she took it to the vet, and the vets apparently took 2 x-rays because they didn't believe the first one, and they got all these other vets in to have a look, because I've never ever seen a dog present without arthritis. A 16-year-old dog with no arthritis. Didn't believe, And they go, what are you doing? I'm like, wow. And this dog is like a puppy. She sent me a video of him running upstairs. He's outlived all his brothers and sisters, and it turns them into like joyful pups again.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't want a dog that's suffering when it's older and everything anyway,
No, and it's great for like the hips, with the dogs with their hips, and The whole works. Everything is
as
good for us.
everyone knows, Iggy's got these long legs, so he's potentially, because he's a stag hound, could potentially get arthritis and things. So yeah, he still runs like the wind.
Yeah. But it's wonderful for them. They love it, and they come for it. They can't, like, they sort it out.
Yeah,
we love it. They know what's good for them.
Amazing. So everyone, hemp flower. Anyway, I'll come in at the end of the show tomorrow and do a bit more promotion on it. But lovely to meet you in person there. You did an amazing job.
Thank you. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, because see, we're still gone, but so we got to keep up our appearances. We just talk about health. We talk about things or whatever we're talking about, and I think the beautiful thing is we're connecting with all these people, and next Monday, not next Monday, I'm going to be talking to Dr. Darryl Wolf, and which is hopefully he'll go back and see stuff as well. So I think that is really important, because it's really uniting big person in America. Well, he actually lives in Mexico most of the time, and sharing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I said. He said, I'm going to be in Puerto Rico on that. I said, well, I'll meet you there. Fine. And he said, oh, really? I said, no.
You never know, Hannah.
I have to stay. Well, it's down the track for sure. I've got my eye, not in a sexual way, but there's a woman in Mexico. She's on Instagram, and I've just started watching her, and she lives in the jungle, and she's by herself, and she's just totally, she's just so confident, and she does a dance, sort of trancey dance thing that she's been doing around the world, apparently. But she's got about 10 dogs. Now, that's too many for my liking, but
yeah.
She's just living her life. She's a true earthworm woman. She's like in the pool and in the water and in just making beautiful natural things, and just the epitome to me of I mean, Melbourne's cold.
You'll have to come up here. Shelley, you have to come up here. The water.
We've had an absolutely excessively cold winter, which is, I suppose normal. But I will. I definitely
come up to Maggie.
Pardon?
Come up to Maggie Island, and we'll go out whale watching.
Maggie Island. Wow, yeah. I've never been past. I had to go to the airport once up Rockhampton. Rockhampton, is that a place? Yeah. Oh, that's only because I had to get to an airport from Gladstone when I was on the last what's that purple airline, and they just stopped.
Yes. Well, yeah. What was that?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, so how do I get home?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, you'll have to go. Whatever. Anyway, what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, thank you so much. Lovely meeting you. And hemp flower to me is doing me wonders. I'm going to keep going. And
don't forget to microdose if need be.
Yes. Yeah.
And we'll be looking at doing some good hemp flower teas too.
Oh, beautiful.
That'll
become, you sent me one.
Yeah, but, beautiful teas.
Well, I will talk again, because we're going to. I'd like to see how we can connect. What was that? It was to do with Dr. Darryl Wolf.
David Wolf?
No, it's Darryl. He's called Dr. Detox.
Oh, yeah.
He's a full-on person, and he's great. He does a whole about healing yourself. It's completely different. It's sort of a hands-on-y thing, but he's on next week. So thanks again, and I'll say goodbye, and have a lovely evening up there.
Thank you, Johanna.
Oh, no, what I was going to say was, okay, that's right. So I'm focusing right now on just getting to next Saturday, where I'm doing the Magnolia Tree, this play, one of Michael's plays, which is on in Colac, and everything's going there. So I can't even think about past at the moment. But yeah, once I do, I'll plan my Queensland holiday.
Yes.
Got to celebrate
things first. You never know. You never know. I might. You might be getting a flight up here. As a belated birthday present.
Oh, you're gorgeous.
You know.
All right. Lots of love. Speak again, and thanks everybody for watching.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to end again with my now hang on, I think I have to. No, I can't do an outro because this is a recording. I'll do it on the thing. So I'll just finish recording.
Okay. See ya.
I'm an earthworm woman. In the mornings, I fill my tanks by breathing the energy of the sea and tasting the power of the sun penetrating my skin. There's an air of no care, which comes with age, and I hold my head up proudly, liking who I've become. I'm not afraid of smells, or dirt, or to walk barefoot across the stones. Sometimes I wade through the shallow water just to embrace its fluid element, my hair often crazy and loose, being pulled by and flying in the wind. I can be glamorous if I want to, although makeup was never my thing. And I've learnt that life is for living, not fearing, and so I absorb it like a sponge.